Jazzcast Pros.
Let me ask you, how has your sleep been lately? Could it be better? Maybe you've been tossing and turning, waking up groggy, or just feeling like you're not getting the rest you deserve. Well, if that sounds familiar, then this is your moment. Over the next 2 episodes, we're going to be embarking on a transformative journey with a 14-day sleep challenge to help you reset and reclaim the sleep you've been dreaming of together. Join me to get your sleep back on track. Hey there, my fellow sleep seekers. This is the Doze Podcast, and I'm your host, Soda Kuczkowski, your guide to better nights and brighter days. If you've been following me and tuning in, you know that over the past year, I have offered many insights into the things that can disrupt or can support your best sleep. But I thought as we round into the new year, this would be the perfect opportunity to launch a 14-day sleep challenge. Now, while I know there are many apps and programs out there offering variations, I want us to come together on this one. Not only to walk you step by step, whether you're already tracking your data, want clarity on what matters and what you shouldn't put too much emphasis on, or if you're simply just wanting to find out, is there hope for better sleep? And if so, how can I get there? Well, this is it. Over the next 2 episodes, we're going to be unlocking the secrets to enhancing your sleep with an easy-to-follow plan. Whether you're struggling with falling asleep, staying asleep, or just feeling unrested when you wake, this challenge is here to help. So you don't have to walk the path alone. I'm going to break it down day by day, starting with building a foundation for better sleep over the course of 7 days. And then we're going to meet back before we tackle the next 7 to lead you right into the new year and the best version of you for 2025. Now, I want you to understand that this 14-day challenge isn't about instant fixes, but rather setting the groundwork for a healthy, more balanced life. As you commit to these small, meaningful changes, you're going to notice improved energy and focus, greater emotional resilience, and the ability to approach your goals with clarity and purpose. And if you need some more convincing, why should you join the challenge? There are benefits, of course, all surrounding your sleep. First, you're going to experience deeper and more restorative sleep. You're going to feel more refreshed and alert during the day. And last, you're going to receive personalized sleep strategies. You're going to receive tailored recommendations to address your unique sleep challenges. This challenge isn't just about the low-hanging fruit. Yes, your sleep environment, hydration, and factors like light all play an important role. But for this one, I'm going to be focusing on helping you track your sleep data and to understand your sleep patterns better. So to do that, first, I'm offering you each a free 14-day trial to the app that this challenge is geared around, the Sleepspace app. And you can only get it for free, no charge, no credit card, by following the link in the show notes, which is sleepspace.com/start-with-sleep. And second, for those who participate, your name will be entered into a drawing for a full free 1-year membership to it so you can use its benefits the whole year through. So why the Sleepspace app? Well, in my opinion, it's one of the most comprehensive. It's the creation of sleep scientist and researcher, Dr. Daniel Gartenberg. And I have been fortunate enough to have him on as a former guest, and I'll drop the links to some of those episodes below. You know, he is the brilliant mind behind a number of sleep tracking devices, but also has a viral TED Talk on the brain benefits of deep sleep and how to get more of it. And it's racked up over 5.2 million views to date. So he is the go-to source on sleep optimization. The goal you all have if you're here, and now you get to try it out for free. So just to share some of the app features that you'll be using over the course of this challenge. First, it provides a personalized sleep assessment. So it provides insights into your sleep patterns and it identifies areas for improvement. It has a deep sound machine feature, so it adjusts sounds based on sleep stages to promote deeper, more restorative sleep. It has a smart alarm feature, which wakes you up during light sleep phases to help you feel more refreshed. It provides advanced sleep tracking, which utilizes the smartphone sensors to integrate with wearables like Apple Watch or a Whoop for more accurate sleep monitoring. But don't worry, you don't need any of those devices in order to use it, and I'll get more into that. It provides soothing meditations and wind-down programs, and it assists in relaxing before bedtime. And it has a circadian optimizer, offering AI-driven recommendations on optimal times to wind down, sleep, and wake up to align with your natural rhythms. So to get started, what do you have to do? Well, for day one, you need to go to the link below for your free 14-day trial. You're going to download the Sleep Space app and set it up. So it's available on iPhone and Android platforms. You're going to install the app on your device, and you can sign up using your email or an Apple login, so either your Gmail or your Apple. You're going to grant access to Apple Health if you're on an iPhone, Google Fit if you're on Android, to sync your data from any wearables you might have, like the Apple Watch, the Oura Ring, Whoop, Fitbit, Garmin, 8 Sleep, BioStray, if you have one. But it also works great just as a standalone without the integration. But if you do sync with another device, the integration allows for more comprehensive sleep tracking and personal insights. I want you to complete the personalized sleep assessment. By completing this in-app sleep assessment, you're going to receive insights into your sleep patterns and identify key areas for improvement. And this evaluation helps to tailor the app's features to your specific needs, setting the foundation for your sleep enhancement journey. On day 2, we're going to set the stage. Do you know how much sleep you actually need to feel your best? The first best tip is to schedule time for it. You want to designate a bedtime and a wake time. Now, you can sleep in, but it's also all about timing. So I want you to first set a consistent bedtime. I want you to set a regular time to align with your circadian rhythm to promote better sleep quality. You're going to try to get to bed at the same time and wake up around the same time every day during the sleep challenge. And it's super easy to use after you set it up. You're going to press start before bed and stop when you wake up. And to help you stay on the course, I want you to utilize the app's reminders to establish and maintain your schedule, reinforcing those healthier sleep habits. The app is also here to help you understand your chronotype with a time that's best suited for you. This is if you think about it in terms of early riser or night owl scenario. But there are many more, and understanding this can help you understand yourself better. Next, I want you to take some time to explore the app's library of wind down sounds and meditations, because they're designed to help you relax before bedtime. And integrating wind down sounds and meditation into your evening routine can provide a much needed mental off switch, helping you to feel calmer, more centered, and ready for a night of restorative sleep. Some of the options that the app has are nature sounds like rain or oceans, white noise, guided meditation such as yoga nidra, and progressive muscle relaxation. And these soundscapes aim to calm the mind and prepare the body for sleep. So I want to share with you a little bit about the science behind sound and relaxation, right? When it comes to stress reduction, listening to calming sounds like nature, those soundscapes that I mentioned, the rain, ocean waves, rustling leaves, they can help lower your heart rate and reduce cortisol levels, the hormone that's responsible for our stress response. It can activate your parasympathetic nervous system. So the relaxing sounds and meditations can stimulate the body's rest and digest system, calming the mind and preparing your body for sleep. It also provides brainwave synchronization. There's certain frequencies like binaural beats that can promote alpha and theta brainwave activity associated with relaxation and the onset of sleep. And using particular sounds, especially, the nature sounds, they invoke a sense of calm and help drown out environmental noise. And you get to select from quite a few. But, one of the things that he talks about in his TED Talk, and something that's gained a lot more attention over probably the last 5 to 10 years, is white, pink, and brown noise. These consistent soothing sounds mask sudden sounds that can disrupt your sleep and actually cause you to have those arousals, right? So that can affect your sleep quality. Instrumental music, which is slow paced like classical or lo-fi, can help ease tension. And guided soundscapes are tailored audio tracks that often combine calming sounds with gentle guidance to foster relaxation. And then, of course, there are things like meditation for relaxation. Guided meditations are apps or recordings that guide you through certain relaxation techniques, visualization, or breathing exercises, helping to redirect your racing mind. And depending on whether or not you're using an iPhone or an Android device, you'll be able to look through those different soundscapes to utilize them during this challenge. Mindfulness practices help you focus on staying present and acknowledging stress without judgment and gently letting go. And body scans. These involve mentally scanning through each part of your body, releasing tension step by step. And how are you going to put these into practice? Well, you're going to incorporate it by spending about 10 to 30 minutes engaging with wind down sounds or meditations before bedtime. And of course, consistency, again, is going to be key for this, right? When you're building a nightly routine, you want to signal to your brain that it's time to relax. But of course, there's going to be some experimentation that's involved because there's different sounds and techniques. You want to find what resonates best for your stress levels and your sleep patterns. On day 3, we're going to go deeper into utilizing the deep sleep sound machine. When it comes to adaptive sounds, it helps to adjust sounds based on your sleep stages to promote deeper, more restorative sleep. For example, the app may play delta wave frequencies during deep sleep phases to enhance sleep quality, and this dynamic adjustment is designed to increase delta waves, the regenerative brain waves that characterize deep sleep. Adaptive sounds and adaptive sound machines or apps adjust the type of audio being played based on your current sleep stage, helping your brain sync with natural rhythms to improve your sleep quality. And you might be asking yourself, how does this work, right? With tracking sleep stages, the sensors or connected devices monitor your sleep patterns. So your light sleep, your deep sleep, or your REM or REM sleep. And dynamic sound adjustments, right? The machine plays specific sounds tailored to each stage of sleep. So just to share what each of these mean with you. So brown noise is a deeper, more rumbling sound than white noise. And it masks background noise and supports relaxation, especially during light and deep sleep transitions. With pink noise, it's more a balanced mix of frequencies that mimic natural sounds like rain or wind. And pink noise has been shown to enhance deep sleep and memory retention. And last, delta wave frequencies. Played during deep sleep, these low-frequency sounds align with your brain's natural delta waves, promoting restorative processes. So how do these exactly sound? Well, brown noise is similar to the sound of a waterfall or distant thunder, and it has a rich, deeper tone that creates a sense of calm and helps sustain deep sleep. While pink noise is a softer and more balanced sound, and it reduces brain activity in a way that encourages deep, more stable sleep. And delta waves are the lowest brain waves that dominate deep sleep, that slow wave sleep. And this stage is critical for physical recovery, memory consolidation, and overall restoration. And the combination is beneficial because when you layer noise, brown and pink noise help you into sleep by masking disturbances and supporting relaxation, while delta wave frequencies take over to optimize deep sleep phases. It enhances your sleep quality. These sounds work together to deepen and extend restorative sleep. And the sound machine adjusts dynamically to match your unique sleep pattern. So to put this into practice, as you start to doze off, brown noise plays to block out external disturbances. During light sleep, pink noise softly continues, aligning with natural sounds to stabilize your sleep. And when you enter deep sleep, it shifts to delta wave frequencies, enhancing the regenerative processes of your body and mind. And by combining brown, pink, and delta wave sounds, adaptive sound machines create a comprehensive approach to improving your sleep quality and ensuring deeper, more restorative rest. On day 4, it's about engaging with the Circadian optimizer. And these are AI-driven recommendations. Using the Circadian optimizer, you're going to receive personalized suggestions on optimal times to wind down, sleep, and wake up to align with your natural rhythms. And this feature helps you understand and optimize your energy peaks throughout the day. So how does it work? It collects data, and the AI analyzes input like your sleep and wake times, your daily activity patterns, and potential inputs like your heart rate, light exposure, even diet and exercise. It identifies your natural rhythms. Everyone has a circadian rhythm, what's known as your internal clock. And this influences when you feel alert or sleepy. And it varies slightly from person to person, which is why your optimal schedule might differ from someone else's. And it provides recommendations. It suggests the best times for you to wind down, sleep, and wake up to align with those patterns. It also helps you to understand your energy peaks, the times when you're most alert, and the times when you're more likely to feel tired during the day. And why is this helpful? Well, it's going to help you align your natural rhythms to reduce sleep disturbances and improve restlessness. It's going to help you understand your energy peaks so it can help you schedule tasks requiring focus and productivity. And it provides personalized insights. So instead of generic advice, you're going to get guidance tailored specifically to your body's unique patterns. And to put this into practice, the Circadian Optimizer might recommend you starting your wind-down routine at 9:30 p.m. and going to bed at 10:30 p.m. based on your history of falling asleep fastest at that time. It could highlight your energy peak at 10 a.m., suggesting it's the best time for creative or mentally demanding tasks. And if you experience a natural dip around 2 p.m., as most of us do, the tool will help you suggest a short break or light activity to combat fatigue. So by helping you sync your routine with your natural rhythms, the Circadian Optimizer allows you to feel more rested, productive, and energized throughout the day. Day 5 involves one of my favorite features, which is the smart alarm clock. And this is a gentle wake up. You're going to set the smart alarm clock to wake you up during your light sleep phase, helping you to feel more refreshed in the morning. And how does it work? Well, it monitors your sleep phases. So the smart alarm tracks your sleep stages from light, deep, and REM using sensors and wearable devices. Or it's going to use your phone microphone and based on movement and breathing patterns, right? It identifies the best moment within a set window to wake you up during light sleep, the stage when your body is more easily aroused and less disoriented. And it's going to provide a gradual volume increase. So it's going to start softly and gradually increase over a 10-minute period, preventing a sudden and jarring awakening. And this gradual transition helps to reduce stress and gives the body time to adjust to being awake. And why is this beneficial? Well, it wakes you up at the right time. Being woken up during light sleep prevents that grogginess associated with being pulled out of deep sleep. It helps with easing your morning stress. A gradual alarm is less shocking than a loud, abrupt sound, and it enhances your mood. The 528 hertz tone is soothing and promotes a positive start to your day, and it's known as the miracle frequency. So putting this into practice, what does it look like? Well, you might set your alarm for 7 a.m. with a 30-minute wake-up window. And if the device detects that you're in light sleep around 6:45, it starts to activate the alarm. And that 520 hertz tone begins to softly and gradually increase until you wake up naturally, calmly at 7 a.m. And this approach will help you feel more refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day. Day 6 leads us into monitoring your sleep with advanced tracking. And this is about sleep metrics. Reviewing detailed analytics of your sleep quality, including your sleep stages, that REM, deep and light, sleep efficiency, and disruptions such as snoring. And the app can integrate with, as I mentioned, various wearables to provide you comprehensive data, helping you to understand your sleep patterns better. But you don't need them. It works on its own, right? And this is great, especially if you're someone who maybe sleeps alone and you're not aware that you're a snorer. So this is going to pick up those additional things that you might not be aware of. So what do sleep metrics include? Well, first, the sleep stages. REM or REM sleep is essential for memory and emotional regulation. Deep sleep is crucial for physical recovery and growth. And light sleep is our transitional stage that makes up most of sleep. People don't realize that light sleep is actually just as important. We spend about 50% of our time in light sleep, and as you get older, it might actually be more than that. Our sleep efficiency. And for most wearable devices or even applications, we're looking for a score of 85% or above. But again, this is going to be subjective in nature. Now, while this data is important, you have to remember that, there are limitations. If you're someone who tends to move a lot and have restlessness, it might account it as you're being awake. Or if you're someone who actually, you could be sitting there just staring up at the ceiling with your eyes open and not moving. I've even had people that use, certain devices, wearable watches, that it'll say like, great job on your nap, but they're actually reading a book. So it's, again, based on movement and like your breathing and your heart rate. So you can't take it as definitive law, right? But we're looking for a sleep efficiency of 85% or above. And that's based on how much time you spend actually sleeping versus how long you've been in bed. And a high sleep efficiency means that you're using your time in bed effectively. Disruptions, it tracks interruptions like snoring, movement, or waking up during the night. It also identifies environmental or behavioral factors affecting sleep continuity. For instance, I had mentioned that in the area where I live, there are trains. Now, they don't run every single night, but the nights that they do run, it's continuous. And those are the nights that I sleep much poorer. And unfortunately, I don't have a schedule of that, right? So I use moldable earplugs. I have an air purifier. But on those days that that's happening, I would turn on those adaptive sounds because that's going to help me get back to sleep, but it's also going to help mask those sounds and help me stay asleep. So how does it work? Well, if you're integrating it with wearables, the app connects to the device, whether it be your smartwatch, a fitness tracker, or a dedicated sleep monitor, and it collects data using the sensors that detect heart rate, movement, and breathing patterns. If you're not using any of those, then it's only going to detect it based on movement and breathing patterns. And with the data analytics, the app processes the raw data and translates it into actual insights. So for example, it might show you how long you've spent in deep sleep or identify the times when disruptions actually occurred. And why is this information helpful? Well, it helps you to understand your patterns, recognizing when and why your sleep quality fluctuates, right? It'll help you pinpoint issues, detect problems like low deep sleep or frequent disruptions, which could indicate snoring, stress, or environmental factors, and it can help guide improvements. You can use the insights to adjust your routine, like optimizing your bedtime or reducing snoring triggers. An example of this in practice is after reviewing your sleep metrics, you might notice that you only spend about 15% of your night in deep sleep, when the ideal is about 20 to 25%. And the disruptions occurred around 2 a.m., possibly due to snoring or environmental noise. And your sleep efficiency was about 80%, showing that there's room for improvement. So with this information, you might adjust your bedtime. You might look to use certain sounds like that pink or brown noise, or address snoring with lifestyle changes or tools. This is where tools can be really effective. Sleep metrics empower you to take control of your sleep health by turning data into meaningful actions for better rest. And the last day, 7 of the first 7 days, is reflecting and adjusting. And that comes down to utilizing the in-app sleep diary to record your experiences, noting factors like your diet, your exercise, and your stress levels that may be affecting your sleep. And this practice enables you to identify patterns and make necessary adjustments to your sleep environment and routines. And what kind of stuff are you going to record? Well, first, your daily sleep details, like what time you went to bed and the time that you woke up, how long it took you to fall asleep, and the number of times you woke up during the night. Lifestyle factors, like diet, foods or drinks you consume before bed, like caffeine or heavy meals. How much physical activity you got that day, exercise, right? Your stress levels, your emotional or mental stress experienced during the day. You can record information about your sleep environment, your room temperature, lighting or noise levels that might have impacted your sleep, and your sleep quality notes, how rested or groggy you felt upon waking, and any unusual dreams or interruptions. And how does it work? Well, daily logging. Each morning, you're going to spend a few minutes entering the previous night's details into the app, and then the data review. And then over time, the app is going to analyze your entries to highlight patterns or triggers affecting your sleep. And this is going to be helpful because it's going to link lifestyle choices, right? Maybe late night snacking to poor sleep. It's going to help customize solutions. It helps you make targeted adjustments, like avoiding caffeine after a certain time. And it's going to track progress. It's going to show how changes in your routine help to improve your sleep over time. And this is one of those things that's super important because a lot of times you don't even recognize the choices that you're making or the impact that they can have. So for instance, you're going to learn through the app, there's different types of chronotypes. And I am what's considered a bear chronotype. And in the app, he uses different variations. But I'm the middle of the road. I like to go to bed at 11 p.m. I like to wake up at 7 a.m. But my particular chronotype likes to be late night snackers, right? But I have to be very cognizant of this because it can, depending on what I decide to snack on, disrupt the quality of my sleep. But when you're tracking these types of things, you become more aware of them. So how might that look for you? Well, you might notice that on nights after evening workouts, it takes you longer to fall asleep, right? Or the diary might show that when you have a heavy meal late at night, you might wake up feeling more groggy, or the snack might be the culprit. And with this information, you can decide to shift your workouts to the morning or to eat lighter meals at dinner, which is often the recommendation. Our breakfast should be our largest, right? And our dinner should be our lightest. And a sleep diary helps you to become more mindful of the factors affecting your sleep, enabling you to take actionable steps to improve it. So over the next 7 days, you're going to use all of this information, and you can refer to the chapters in the show notes to reference back to each day to set the stage for better sleep using the Sleep Space app to identify your unique needs and to build better habits. And in part 2, we're going to dive deeper into advanced strategies to sustain your progress. Remember, sleep is a journey, not a destination. Each day of this challenge is designed to bring you closer to the sleep you deserve, and you're only halfway there. In the next episode, we're going to explore the second half of the challenge, focusing on advanced techniques to enhance and sustain your sleep as you move into the new year. And I'm also going to give you my feedback on my own experiences with the apps and my sleep. I'm excited to do this with you, so please share your progress with me in the show notes. And let us all know how these tips are transforming your nights and boosting your days. Until next time, sleep well, dream big, and I'll see you for part 2 next week, where I'll break down the next 7 days to your best sleep.